1938, the world meets Superman. 1962, Hulk smashes his way into pop culture. We think of superheroes as a modern invention, products of radiation, alien DNA, or high-tech suits. But 3,000 years before Stan Lee ever picked up a pen, ancient Hebrew scrolls recorded the life of a man who makes modern Avengers look like amateurs. He didn't wear a mask. He didn't have a secret base. His power wasn't a mutation, it was a contract. His name was Samson. To some, he's a Sunday school story. To others, a myth. But when you apply modern physics, biology, and military strategy to his feats, you realize we aren't just talking about a strong man. We are talking about the first-class, 100 superhero in human history. Tonight, we strip away the cartoons and the legends. We are power-scaling the judge of Israel. Was Samson actually human? Or was he a living, breathing divine weapon? Every superhero has an origin story. Peter Parker had the spider. Steve Rogers had the serum. Samson had the Nazarite vow. Before he was even conceived, an angel appeared to his mother with a strict set of biological programming. He was to be set apart. No wine, no touching dead bodies, and most importantly, no razor was to ever touch his head. Think of this vow as a legal firewall. As long as these conditions were met, Samson had access to a power source the Bible calls the Spirit of the Lord. In modern terms, this wasn't a constant passive buff. It was an active ability. When the Spirit rushed upon him, Samson entered what gamers call a berserker state. His heart rate didn't just speed up, his entire molecular structure seemed to harden. He went from a normal man to an invulnerable tank in seconds. Samson's first recorded feat is often glossed over, but from a biological standpoint, it's insane. He's walking through the vineyards of Timnah when a young lion, in its prime, attacks him. The text says he tore the lion apart with his bare hands, as one would tear a young goat. A lion's hide is thick, and its bone structure is designed to withstand the kicks of zebras. To tear a lion apart with bare hands requires a grip strength exceeding 5,000 pounds of pressure. He didn't use a knife. He didn't use a spear. He used raw, kinetic force. This establishes Samson's base-level strength. He was a Class 10 lifter at minimum, but he was just getting started. If the lion was a test of strength, the massacre at Lehi was a test of stamina. Samson is handed over to his enemies, bound with 2 new ropes. These weren't threads, they were heavy-duty industrial cords. The Bible says they melted off his hands like charred flax. He then picks up the only weapon available, the fresh jawbone of a donkey. He proceeds to kill 1,000 armed Philistine soldiers. Let's talk about the physics here. To kill 1,000 men in a single session, Samson would have to sustain peak combat performance for hours. If he killed one man every 30 seconds, he would be fighting nonstop for over 8 hours. No human heart can sustain that level of output. This confirms Samson had infinite stamina. In superhero terms, he had an eternal battery. He didn't get tired until the last man fell. His most underrated feat happened at midnight in Gaza. Surrounded by enemies, Samson doesn't fight his way out. He mocks them. He rips the city gates, posts, bars, and all out of the ground. Engineers estimate these gates weighed between 5 to 10 tons. He didn't just lift them. He carried them on his shoulders for nearly 40 miles uphill to the top of a mountain facing Hebron. This is a feat of lifting strength and endurance that puts him in the same league as the Greek Hercules. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a walking crane. Every superhero has a weakness. Superman has kryptonite. Thor has his worthiness. Samson's weakness was his heart. He was a glass cannon, spiritually and physically invincible on the outside, but morally fragile on the inside. When Delilah finally discovered the secret of his hair, she wasn't just cutting protein fibers. She was breaking the encryption key of his contract with God. The most chilling line in the Bible is this: he did not know that the Lord had departed from him. He woke up thinking he was still a superhero, only to find he was just a man, blinded, enslaved, and mocked. The world's first superhero was reduced to a circus animal. But heroes always get one last stand. In his final moments, his hair began to grow back, a sign that the vow was being renewed. With one final prayer, he pushed. The temple of Dagon didn't just crack, it disintegrated. Samson killed more of his enemies in his death than he did in his life. So, was he a superhero? If a superhero is someone with powers beyond human capability, who stands as a shield for his people, then yes. But Samson is also a warning. Power without purpose is a disaster. Strength without a soul is a tragedy. Thanks for watching. If you want us to power scale another biblical figure, like David's mighty men or the Archangel Michael, let us know in the comments.